Well, this is the one they all want, Jack. The Taplin relays. Women up first. Who do you like?
Well, I'm going to take Northcliffe A with Dunn, McKenzie and Peterson.
They're going to be hard to beat in there. Maddie Dunn board paddling, Danielle McKenzie ski paddling, and Greta Peterson in the swim. But I'm sure some of these clubs will be keen to knock them off as we head down to the start line. The girls once again looking to head south, and they're in the starters' hands. They're away. How important is this Taplin to the clubs? Everybody loves to win a Taplin relay. It's the final event of the carnival, the final event in our coverage, and the one that means the most.
It's the one they want, but it's also probably the hardest to win. It's not easy to assemble your fastest swimmer, fastest board paddler and fastest ski paddler to beat the other teams.
And even then, you've got to get it right on the day because there's so many teams that are willing to jump on any one of your mistakes. Looks like Newport there with Georgia Miller in the centre of your screen making their way across the bank. But also, I think that's Carly Nerthen from Currumbin out in front in the lead. So a great job there to get across the bank. And it looks tough. The girls are duck diving the whole way across here. And the difficult part about this bank is you not only have to deal with it on the way out, they're going to have to deal with it on the way home.
Yeah, absolutely, Josh. And they're making their way across that bank. We see them get into their stroke now. They'll make their way out to the cans and they will use that bank on the way home.
And it's Currumbin and Newport out in front at the moment. It looks like Georgia Miller, we spoke about her earlier in the day, 2 times Australian champion, at only 19 years of age, leading them around. A little bit slow across the bank there, a couple of taller girls, but she really makes her move once she's in that deep water. Her Australian swim team background really makes a difference out here, doesn't it?
Yeah, she's been to the World Junior Championships for the 1 and 200 metres freestyle, and she's going to really take advantage of this long swim leg, try and open up a gap on the other competitors.
She'll be leading around that final can from the Newport club out in front at the moment as they girls just go behind a wave. Still a little bit of swell coming through and the wind really starting to get a hold and chop things up. It makes it a little bit tougher to see the cans, a little bit tougher to see the shore when you make your way home. But most of these girls will have picked a marker on the beach, a big hotel, maybe one of the flags as we see the shot from above. It makes it that little bit easier to get home.
Yeah, they know what they're swimming for, and the landmark that they pick is something that's not going to move. So whether it's a building or a tree, you know, perhaps not picking a surf club tent because someone might pack up for the day.
We are almost packed up, but the girls are coming down waves here. They're not over, that's for sure. It looks like there's 3, 4, 5. A Northcliffe cap, that might be Greta Peterson down there. Another Northcliffe cap. No, that's a Currumbin cap of Carly Nerthen. So she's gone straight past Georgia Miller. For the second time today, Georgia Miller has led the opening leg and the waves come through, pushed the back markers through and jagged on her. And there's nothing you can do about it except swim harder for home. It's just the way of surf life saving. Greta Peterson out in front for the Northcliffe A team. She'll get those legs out of the water and start running, and the gap extends. That's the key to getting out in front as Carly Nerthen chases hard. A great swim for her, not a noted swimmer, but really improved in the last couple of years.
Yeah, she's done a lot of work on her swimming under coach Michael King. As we see her come up and past the Northcliffe girl there, she's going to make the most of this run leg.
She has. What a performance there. She'll come around. Maddie Dunn waiting for Greta Peterson. She's off and into the water. And look at the run there as North Burleigh come around that final flag, and Kira Kinsey will go in. Then Northcliffe, North Burleigh, Kurrawa, Georgia Miller all the way back there for Newport. That's how much of a difference that one wave's made. She's gone from 1st to 7th around the final.
As we're on board with Brodie Moyer now, she'll get off to a quick start. She's just been tagged by Tara Coleman, so she wants to make her way across this gutter, get herself through the break and out to that first turning can.
Not as tough going across this bank on the boards. Glide right over the top of it as our leaders start to make their way out to sea. Northcliffe and Currumbin there. It looks like Kirsty Hardstaff from the Currumbin Club and Maddie Dunn on the distinctive purple board there. We've seen her do well here in the past, winning medals at the Australian Championships. Kirsty Hardstaff, on the other hand, has come over from City of Perth, made the move to Currumbin this year, and it looks like it's paying off at this point as she puts the hammer down. We see Kira Kinsey there. We saw what a great board performance she had in the board relay earlier in the day, and hot on her heels, North Burleigh A with Brodie Moyer and Liv Hall from the home club of Kurrawa. But as our leaders, that gap is extended to about 150 metres. Is it a race in 2 from here, Jack?
It seems to be a race in 2, Josh, as they make their way around that can. They're happy to lay down down, have a little bit of a rest, allow the blood to flow through the legs before they get up around that last can and take off.
Kirsty Hardstaff working hard on the outside there. Maddie Dunn on the inside, just taking the more direct line as we see a little bit of swell coming through there and pushing the girls around a little bit. There's not much of these girls. They get knocked around by the ocean a little bit. We saw that in the ski relay. A few had come off. Brodie Moyer, she's one that runs the ocean really well and she'll be hoping to get a wave on the way home. But Maddie Dunn ups the tempo for Northcliffe, really pushes hard, and it's up to Kirsty Hardstaff to respond.
Your Hardstaff's going to have to work hard here to stick with Dunn. She seems to be going all right on that right-hand side as Dunn keeps pushing through to the beach.
Stay with her. She's gone past her at this point. So Currumbin are in first, Northcliffe in second. Kira Kinsey's doing a great job in third for North Burleigh B. Brodie Moyer's rounded the final can in sixth place for North Burleigh A, with plenty of work to do alongside Burleigh and Kurrawa. But Maddie Dunn's back on the front foot at the moment, trying to push down one. Hardstaff struggles, just misses out. Heartbreaking for after all the hard work Hardstaff's done. The two looking for runners and nothing in the ocean at the moment. How tough is it to turn around with no waves and no hope of getting one?
Yeah, it's a super hard paddle around that can. It doesn't make it easy when you get back to the final stretch and no assistance from the ocean whatsoever. As we see Dunn pick up a little wave, Hardstaff pulls onto it as well. They're going to have to work this transition for the final leg.
Swim down, board down, only ski to go. Currumbin with Kirsty Hardstaff. Maddie Dunn from Northcliffe, 1 and 2. And third place is nowhere in sight behind them as they really put the power down for the final stretch. They're off and running, make their way out of this ankle depth water. Watch out for the potholes, girls. That could end your day very quickly as they head up to the first flag. Maddie Dunn leads through the soft sand. Hardstaff hot on her hammer. She's really going to take the more direct line, but Maddie Dunn cuts her off there and heads into the transition. It's Kira Kinsey in third place from North Burleigh B, so a great job for Kira Kinsey all day. She's been at the front end. And North Burleigh A, Brodie Moyer, a lot of work to do at this point, back in fifth place. She'll come around, head down to a ski paddler. Look at Liv Hall really go hard. This is her home beach. She wants to put on a good performance in the final event of the day. As they make their way through transition, Brodie Moyer will come around and hand off to Ali Britton with a lot of work to do. And it looks like Newport have really gone backwards since that opening leg. But out in front, Amy Northern crashes through a wave. Danielle McKenzie as well, two of the best ski paddlers in the business, going head-to-head for the final and most important event of the day, the Taplin relay. Danielle McKenzie, a little bit of air over the top there. It might be fun, but it's not what you want to keep that ski going fast.
And that's North Burleigh back there in third. Two runner-ups already today. Can they make a breakthrough victory in this Taplin relay?
They've got a lot of work to do if they want that one. Amy Northern out in front from the Currumbin Club, hot on her heels. Danielle McKenzie just dropping away a little bit there. Ali Britton from the second North Burleigh team has a ton of work to do. She wants to get in the mix alongside Newport there as well. And these waves just coming through, slowing them down a little bit and making things awfully hard for them.
We're back out in front with the leaders here. Amy Northern leading Danielle McKenzie around that apex can. It's important that they get a right line onto that final can, using the ocean all the way back to the beach for that last finishing run leg.
When racing's this close, every metre makes a difference, so the girls won't want to give their competitors anything. As Amy Northern lifts the rating on the way home, we'll see it just drop off here as she goes down into one of the lulls. And as another wave comes through, she lifts again and almost breaks away from Danielle McKenzie. McKenzie responds out the back as we're riding on with Devon Halligan there from Burleigh Heads, back in sixth place. A little bit of work to do. We've seen her earlier today in the Iron Woman event really have a great start, but Amy Northern in the last 2 seconds has busted this race wide open. She's got 4 ski lengths on Danielle McKenzie and it's almost turning into a wave, but the ocean's just gone flat on her. Danielle McKenzie has to respond now. The race is almost over. Danielle McKenzie pushing Amy Northern, a little wobble there, so things are starting to get interesting. Danielle McKenzie's down a wave. Amy Northern's found a little lump, but can she hold on? Danielle McKenzie can't do anything but hold on and hope the wave catches up to Amy Northern. I don't think it will as she puts puts the power down. No, it won't. Amy Northern somehow found a way to get home without a wave. That's a win of pure grit, determination, and grunt there as her teammates welcome her on the beach. Put your hands together for Amy Northern. That's an incredible performance from the Currumbin paddler.
Very impressive work on the way home. Once she rounded that last can, she knew what she had to do to gap Danielle McKenzie, and she's done exactly that, lifting that rating on the way home, making the most of those runners. Well done, Amy Northern.
She'll greet the official as she crosses the line. Danielle McKenzie, great job in second place. She pushed Amy Northern the entire way, and a good end to the carnival for her in second. Then the race is on for third. It looks like North Burleigh there, so great performance from North Burleigh B to come away with a bronze medal. So huge upset. We've seen a few all day. The Killer Bees getting home ahead of their teammates. Looks like Burleigh Heads are in there along with Kurrawa as well. Great job from all the women here. That's their day done as Ali Britton turns the final turning flag and runs home for fourth. That's the girls done. Jack, who's been the standout performer for you today?
Well, Currumbin have to be happy with a win there in the Taplin relay, but Carly Northern came away with a win in the iron. She's had a great day.
And she will certainly be back for the rest of the summer surf as we see the final girls cross the line in the Taplin Relay Final. Taking a look at the final results there, Currumbin A from Northcliffe A. North Burleigh, a great performance there in third and fourth. As we head down the page, Kurrawa Newport, Northcliffe C, Northcliffe E, and heading over to the final page, Noosa Heads finishes in ninth.
Yeah, they are a fan favourite and the commentator favourite, both of us being from the Surf Club, so you have a soft spot in our half for them, but once again, the Newport Club is going to be hard to beat.
You had it in control once you got past those cans.
Oh, like I had a good start, like I had awesome swim and board paddle, so I'm get tagged first, like you don't want to team down, so thank Ross for the crucial line.
All three do not have a weak left, it does not matter where they go, but I think it'll be
No, we love it at
Jane Farrell swimming for them, Maxie on the board, Kendrick Louis rounding out.